Antiquity Unveiled, the most marvelous revelations of the 19th century concerning the origin of Christianity. What was the original title of this? Have spirit something in the book. Jonathan Manning Roberts. Alciphron. Alciphron. I salute you. I lived while in the mortal forum at Athens, Rome, and Alexandria. About 175 of the Common Era. Again, why do they keep saying AD? There are numerous letters of mine extant today on various subjects connecting with all the affairs of life, but they have taken very careful to let none come down to the present generation that could in any way invalidate the Christian religion. If they had done so, the whole secret of the wise men of the East coming to worship the young child would be known to you. The story was brought from India to Alexandria by the gymnosophists. There were 4 Gospels, then extant, connected therewith, under the title The Incarnation of Buddha. Those in my day. Also in my day, there came from Singapore, India, to Alexandria, 7 wise men who came to compare notes upon the subject of religion and philosophy, and from the holy city of Benares it brought accounts of the gods, Brahma, Krishna, and Buddha, in exchange for similar accounts of a great many Egyptian, Greek, and Roman gods. And as far as I read their works, I think they were worsted in the exchange for more lazy, good-for-nothing nothings than the priests of Egypt, Greece, and Rome have never been upon this planet. They were even worse than the priests of today, for the latter work to cover up their tracks, while the pagan priests were openly licentious. I will say further that I've seen at Alexandria books such as, if they were extant now, would overthrow the whole Christian fabric. My name I will spell Alciphron. And the various savior and other sorts of hero gods of history, the personifications and all the other stuff. You look back and you look forward, you find that people are making up these limitations, often a projection of their own issues. And the idea, well, the Christian founders were liars. It's like, look at every other founded religion, and you're going to find something. This graceful Greek writer comes back to say that some of his most important letters have been suppressed, especially those which could have in any way invalidated the fraud of Christianity. In view of such frequent testimony to the vandalism of the Christian priesthood, it becomes a question whether there are any of the ancient writings that have not either been suppressed, destroyed, or mutilated to such an extent as to conceal the true nature and bearing of them. The communication of Alciphron settles the question as to the time when he lived, and shows that he was a contemporary of Lucian and Aristonatus. We have his positive testimony that the story of the wise men of the East coming down to worship the young child was an Indian theological legend brought to Alexandria by the gymnosophists of the 4th century of the former country, and related to the incarnation of Buddha. Of the truth of this statement I have no doubt whatever, that the gymnosophists, of whom Alciphron speaks, were the originators of the Essenian religion. We may very well reasonably infer such testimony as this cumulative and consistent with recorded facts must serve to convince the most prejudiced that the truth is at last finding its vindication and approaching its final triumph. And again, I would remind that that all these points seem to be ones that they could have made anyways, including the medium, particularly that they were hanging out. As always, they want to, we're just coming to validate your thing. You think the dead would throw something in if they were really knowledgeable on the subject and passing things on.